Today I find myself at Meyer and I need to go to the Euclid Chase. So I'm going to find a pleasant way to ride to Euclid Avenue from Meyer. So we start out on Meyer Way. By the way, we're on the Southside Meyer, and we'll be turning right onto Shillito Park Drive. We'll go into the middle lane because we'll be turning left, but then keep going straight in order to cross Nicholasville Road. You can go on the sidewalk over here, but I prefer to be on the road here because I just think it's easier to stay on it. It's a very short trip from the Shillito Parkway to Nicholasville Road, so I think it's quite all right. So here we just passed Nicholasville Road, then we keep going straight until we come to the traffic light at the bottom of this little hill, and then we'll be turning left onto Lansdowne. And once we make this left and find ourselves on Lansdowne, we are going to enjoy a beautiful ride through a beautiful neighborhood. The road's fairly wide. I should remind you that my videos are always sped up a little bit, so the cars are not really going by that fast. Parts of it are marked with a very generous bike path, and I just think this is a gorgeous ride. A little bit uphill, but not too bad. So here we'll be turning left onto Bellefonte. As usual, I will advise to have a rear view mirror and check it before you make a left turn. There are some markings for on-street parking. On the various rides that I've taken on this road, there has been very little on-street parking, and even when there are cars, the road is wide enough to allow for easy passing. Here we're coming down to crossing Zandale, which is a little bit of a tricky crossing simply because it's divided and cars are going into these different directions, but just a little bit of vigilance as you're doing that. Here you are crossing Albany. And once you've crossed Albany, you are coming up to Glendover Elementary School. And it is dismissal time. You can tell by the flashing lights and, of course, by the long line of cars waiting to pick up the kids. It's a little bit of an incline, and we will be turning left at the stop sign to go onto Glendover Road. This ride just gets prettier as you go along. So now we have more trees lining the street. Glendover will turn into a valley, and from there we will be going onto Shade Lane. And perhaps as the name indicates, Shade Lane is going to be a beautifully shaded little street. Here we're turning onto Shade Lane. The road here is quite narrow, but there is not much traffic. It's a windy road, and it's really a road designed to be enjoyed by bike. And here we are turning onto a bike path that goes along the Arboretum. It takes us out on University Lane, which passes by student housing. Then we come up to the roundabout. I usually take the roundabout along with the cars. There is, of course, the option to go onto the sidewalk and then cross at the crosswalks. I find this way more efficient. So you essentially keep going straight. Now we are on University Drive, and there is a nice bike path. You just have to be a little vigilant with the buses. We'll be crossing, I'm going to say this is Cooper. And so the on the campus, the bike path is really nicely marked. The thing you want to watch out for is as you're passing cars, always beware that people might be opening doors. So I always ride fairly on the left of the bike path. So here we're coming up to the university library, and at this stop sign we'll be turning right to go around the university. There's almost always a lot of foot traffic by the students, and pedestrians always have the right of way, so make sure you give them plenty of time to cross. And then once we round here, we'll be on Woodland Avenue. There's a little bit of construction going on right now, which means that the very nice bike path I've been on is going to disappear and will be merging into the traffic. Again, a rear view mirror is very helpful to gauge what is coming up behind you. This is the construction I mentioned. We keep going straight and pick up the bike path again. And then at the next traffic light, this is Euclid Avenue, we're turning right. Here you have a very nice bike path with an extra buffer zone. We're passing Kroger, and just beyond Kroger I'm going to be moving into, well, obviously I'm going to pass a bus. I'm going to be moving into the car lane, and then I will be turning left to stop at my destination. So that was the ride. I hope you enjoyed following me along. Take care. To go from the Southside Mejier up to Chevy Chase, in this case to Chase Bank on Euclid, you start out on Mejier Road, turn right onto Shillito Park Road, then turn left onto Reynolds Road, cross Nicholasville Road, turn left onto Lansdowne, turn left onto Bellefonte, go all the way up to Glendover, turn left onto Glendover, which will turn into Valley Road and then into Shady Lane. Then you turn left onto Shady Lane, and you take a little jog through the park. On my particular route, I exited the park and then I went straight past the university housing, went through the roundabout here on Alumni Drive, and then continued straight all the way across Cooper. At the library, I turned right, and then I turned left onto Woodland and right onto Euclid. And here we are.